50 minutes time is we're talking about SEMA. We're talking about more or less, why some of these brands. It's been one of the big talks that I've been seeing in different forums, different groups, and different comments. Why there wasn't, like, there's some brands that just weren't there, and we're kind of giving you the real behind the scenes of why we think some of the bigger brands are not at the show this year. So come in, hang out with us. It's going to be on our YouTube channel, and just about 50 minutes time, KONIG WHEELS USA on YouTube. And if you want to take the podcast and listen to it on the way home or anything like that, all the iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartMedia, all that stuff.
Is anyone still on iHeartMedia? I don't even know.
Are they not?
I don't know. That was years ago, I thought.
No.
I don't know. Are you still on AIM? I mean, I wish.
No, iHeartMedia's, they're whatever. Anyhow, all right, so let's get into some questions about the products. And I know there probably is going to be a lot of redundancy, so let's try to sort through it.
First question, Grove Colin, when will the 3 new wheels become available for purchase that we saw at SEMA?
So when we say 3 new wheels, we released more than 3 new wheels. So which wheels are we talking about? Let me just give you the whole rundown. The Mark 1, the MRK 1, that will be available, I'm going to say, probably early March. Early March. We have some wheels. It may even be available a little sooner than that. The optional accessories, again, the wheel will come with a gloss black cap. You want to grab?
Yeah.
I mean, we have it here, so I mean, you might as well see it. Not everything is back from SEMA yet. We're working on some photography, try to get these web pages updated, which is one of the reasons I think we've been getting more questions about certain things. So let's talk about what the Mark 1 is, what it isn't, what it has, and what it doesn't have. All right. So first thing is, let's start with the way the Mark 1 looks. All right. It's upside down, but still. This is the Mark 1, okay? Is
nice.
It showing well?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, Mark 1. Comes with a gloss black center cap.
Oh,
it's right here.
Love it.
Okay? You spin this thing off. This baby is a beautiful,
gorgeous
aluminum cap here. It is a gear type cap. This logo does pop in. You can pop it out if you want. And then there's going to be this cover plate that covers up the lug area.
Nice.
Now, what you'll notice about the lug area is it looks like there's dual drill. It is not dual drilled. These are big lightning holes because they're going to be covered up anyway that we use to try to take weight out of the wheel. So it's still going to be a single drill wheel. This is more of a style wheel.
The finish looks good on camera.
Yeah. This is a hyper carbon finish.
Put that on here?
What's that?
Do you want to put this one?
Yeah, we can do that. Hyper carbon finish. Now, there's also going to be this optional red, anodized red cap. So they're interchangeable. It's sold separately. This is the wrong cap, unfortunately, Max.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. So anyhow, so that's what the Mark 1 is. That's what the Mark 1 is, and essentially, it's a flow form wheel. It's going to have all the strength. We've taken as much weight as we can out of it, but it is a stylistic wheel, meaning that you're not going to buy this because you want the lightest weight wheel. If that's what you're looking for, we make plenty of other wheels for that. This is a style, design-oriented wheel. It has a lot of cool features. It will have an optional aero disc. I say aero disc. So it will have an optional aero disc, and it will also have an optional red anodized cap. You can mix and match. You can do whatever you want. That stuff will be out in public probably a little bit after that. I'm going to say that probably won't be available more to the optional accessories probably until right around the beginning of April. So we are working on that. As far as the aero disc comes, right now we're not exactly sure what finish it's ultimately going to be in. There's going to be a cage fight that we're going to have in the office, and whoever's left standing will get to pick the color.
Nice.
I think that's what we're thinking about.
Nice.
Let's see what else.
You got a lot of Mark 1 questions here.
Okay, I can take some of the Mark 1 questions, and then we'll move on to some other wheels.
All right, we got Quicksilver ST. When is the Mark 1 ready for, when can I place my order?
So the truth of this answer is you can place your order anytime. However, I wouldn't really worry about that until all the retailers start putting some of the information up on their website. We are doing our best, and I know this sounds crazy. We plan to have a lot of things up on our website by SEMA. The problem is that we ran into shorthandedness. We had a lot of different things. What are you looking for?
No, it's all
We had a lot of different things going on, and at the end of the day, we're still trying to knock a lot of different things out. We're just behind. That's the truth. So watch those website pages. They will start to get updated, and as they get updated, all the information that we're talking about, we're going to put it up there. Specs and sizes and additional accessories, etc., etc., etc. We're working on it, and we'll do our best to update it.
Z-Face Photo says, "Can I have wheel?"
Nope.
All right, the Bubba Dude
If you
says,
want to buy it, Ken, it's your retailer.
That Bubba Dude, do you guys make colored center caps for wheels that we can buy separately to replace the black ones, in parentheses, ampliforms?
So with an ampliform, we don't necessarily make colored center caps, but here we do have. Can you grab that?
Yep.
Like, I'll show you. I got you covered. I'm gonna show you what we're talking about. You just stay with me right here. No, I don't want the FFB. Give me the whole thing on the table.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A beautiful little display thing. All right, let's talk about it. Caps. So, what we got here is, this is the cap that comes with most of the Flowform wheels where they have the screw-on cap. They have those 3 screws that hold it together to the wheel. Now, you could order an additional black cap with a red logo. You could order the red logos separate and put them into your cap.
Nice.
You could also get this aluminum cap if you choose, which is just basically this cap but not painted, nice and shiny. And you get a red logo, or you can put the black logo onto this cap. So we don't necessarily have colors, but you do have these options with this interweaved red logo. So the additional thing you could get was either a machined cap, or you can get the red logo, and again, however you choose to apply those is the same. The pop-in caps that you'll see on like the heliogram, the ultragram, neoform, there isn't an optional one where it's machined as well, and that's right here. Nice. So I hope that answers your questions in regard to that.
Invader Sin loved the SEMA booth, guys.
Cool. Did you end up going to SEMA?
He did, yeah.
Oh, nice. Hope I got to meet you.
Got JRP Phil.
What's up, Phil?
Mark 1 with disc. When can we get the disc?
So I think I answered this already, but I believe the disc, right now we're looking at an ETA of probably early April. It's possible it'll be a little sooner. It's also possibly a little bit later. The nature of plastic injection and getting those molds summed up isn't necessarily long, but getting the aero disc fully tested and functional so we don't have any issues is what we're really working on right now. Even from the prototype disc that we have at SEMA, we've already integrated some rubber feet and some different things, and we're just trying to make sure we're 100% of the way there, so there's no issues after the fact. But we're close.
Pretty Ricky Z4M. I want to buy a Mark 8 Golf R just to buy the Mark 1s.
Man, where are you? You should be on the marketing team.
Oh man, that's gonna look good on a Golf R.
Cool.
Let's see. We got Frame Damage. Sponsor me, please.
Okay, maybe.
We got The Real Broke Baru. I've asked before, but wondering if you guys found any other option for center caps for my SSMs. So can he get it? Yeah.
I know. I thought there was a cap that we had somebody reach out to you with. I just don't know. There was a popping cap that had a little taller hub on it, but I don't remember offhand. Caps are a tough thing sometimes.
We got Quicksilver ST saying iHeartMedia is definitely dead.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know the thing about iHeartMedia though is that they have all those radio stations.
Right. That's
so
true.
like if you listen to any radio stations, most of the people are using that app through there to like filter the radio stations through.
We got Beards and Laughs saying, just bought my first Konig wheels ever.
Damn.
And then fire emoji.
Appreciate you, and thank you so much. Make sure you send pictures. I like seeing this stuff wherever it ends up.
We got Evan Tesorio. I've definitely butchered that. Sorry, Evan.
Evan,
sorry. Yeah, my main man on the live. That's you.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it?
We got, is the turbofan functional?
So, all right. So let's be very clear about this. there's something called CFD, and essentially, like what you know what FEA is. You've heard me talk about that. That's where we do computer-aided analysis.
Is that a word, computer-aided?
Computerized.
There you go.
Computerized analysis.
Yeah, that's it.
Computerized analysis of essentially, how stress would translate through a wheel, right? It's how we do testing before we get to physical tests. And there's something called CFD, which is essentially like kind of like an aerodynamic or airflow type of computerized simulation. And we have done that with the Aerodisc, and it does appear to be functional in the sense that because it's not a full Aerodisc, it's a 3/4 on the wheel type thing, that it does allow air to with the vanes and fins behind it to suck hot air out of the wheel when moving. But please understand that these Aerodiscs, for the most part, with the exception of maybe some of the F1 designs, they're really, I mean, you can say, oh, drag and coefficient of this. And the margin that you're going to save on this stuff, it's really a look thing. It's a style thing. Let's not like muddy up the room here. You know what I mean? Like, that's the truth. But yes, there is some technical functionality to it.
JK Rotor 87, the truck wheels at SEMA in 18-inch, what are the offsets for them?
Okay. So right now, it depends on the bolt pattern. We're going to do 2 bolt patterns in the Konig truck wheels. It's the Hyper Trail series. It's HT1 and HT2. I know, super original, but I'm getting tired of naming these wheels. You're looking at 17, 8.5, 17, 9, 18, 8.5, 18, 9, and I think some 18, 9.5. We're only doing 2 bolt patterns to start with, 50127, 60139. That will cover a lot of fitments, and you will be looking at anywhere between -12 and +12, depending on exactly which bolt pattern they are.
Evan T says, I've got my money on cameraman winning that cage fight.
Oh,
I appreciate that, Evan.
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing. I mean, I don't know that Max is even in the cage fight.
Yeah, I'm optimistic. I don't know. I think I'd go in there thinking I'd win, but I'd probably get humbled pretty quick. Yeah, we'll see.
That makes sense.
We got Quicksilver ST. March? Really?
Yep. That's generally what happens,
We got Evan T saying the Mark 1s are pretty hot.
Thanks. Yeah, we hope you like them. It's different.
We got Pretty Ricky saying, when I first saw the Mark 1, I thought of Diggity.
Oh.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We got F. Camber, just bought some old Konig Appeals and Konig Imagines.
Wow, that's super old stuff.
Wow.
That's cool. If you got it in good shape, that's really nice stuff.
Let's see, we got what was your favorite car you saw at SEMA? Scott.
I don't know. This is a hard question. Just because there's so many cars. You could walk by $250,000 cars and not even turn your head.
Did you see the M4 Ute conversion?
I didn't. I saw pictures of it.
That was my favorite.
There was a lot of cool cars there. There's no doubt about that, but it is tough to pick one.
Grove Collin, which one of your new wheels in 19-inch is best for the track in your opinion?
What kind of car do you have? Because that to me makes, I don't want to give you the wrong answer for that stuff. Heliogram, I think, do we do a 19-inch?
I think
My
so.
brain's not working. I think so.
Drop that down there and Colin will answer you. JD Customs USA, I'd love to make some titanium center caps for Konig wheels. We make them for a bunch of other wheels so far. Let us know if you want.
Hit us up.
That's cool.
Hit us up, man.
We got J-Zilla Track Days in here.
What's up, man?
What's up,
How are you?
We got JD Customs also saying Jack builds a car at the Konig booth. Was amazing.
Yeah, it was. Listen, I mean, it was the first time I met Jack in person, and what a humble, down to earth, super incredible dude Jack is, and just super nice and takes the time to talk to everybody. Knows his stuff. Really good car guy. Nice family man. Exactly the kind of car people that we're into. Tavares was hanging out in their booth for a while, so thanks to Freddie and his crew. But yeah, so super interesting, and the paint's really nice. The interior on that car,
oh my god,
is incredible.
I want to do that to the Civic.
Very, very, very nice.
Too much.
So
Mr. Fiscal saying I need wheels for my big rigs. 2012 International Harvesters.
All right, well, I don't know that we're going to be your perfect option there, but never know.
Yeah. J-Zilla Track Days, we already have a bunch of drivers already inquiring about the Aerodisc.
Yeah, well, that's cool. I look, I think Aero discs are interesting things. We'll see. I mean, the hope is that we'll be looking at some of this stuff soon after, and we'll see how it goes.
We got Stance Miami saying, Koenig doing some really cool stuff lately. Keep it up.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate
definitely.
the words, man.
We
Feels
got
nice.
Jay Zilla Tractays replying to that saying, yeah, they are. I love the progressiveness of the brand.
Oh, sick. No, listen. I mean, listen. All that stuff means a lot to us. I mean, we work really hard on this stuff. Round the clock. It's not a job for us. It's kind of like an opportunity. We love being able to do cool car things. Like, I mean, it's like, imagine think about it like this. You get a car, it's out there on the road, and you're like, man, I can make wheels for this, anything I want. And that's kind of where we're at, but the only difference is we want to make them so you like them too. So, that's what we try to do.
Impulse by STI, F1M release info.
Yeah, so F1M, some of these wheels are heading into production now, and so I'm going to say early March, you should start to see these wheels showing up for the stock sizes. And again, there is a whole level to this thing. There is the initial program we've been speaking about that will come this year, that will happen, very much real, will happen March. So end of February, early March, you'll start to see some of these part numbers landing, and then there will be and so we're going to start getting the websites updated hopefully in the next week or two, where you're going to start to see what specs will be offered in our stock, and then from there, by the end of 24, we should be able to offer a customized program that for some additional money, not crazy amounts, you will be able to do some custom ordering. We are working on the details of that now. That will allow you to maybe pick from a few, some more finishes. We're going to stay with some mainstream type stuff, but some more finishes will allow you to potentially adjust the offset. It will allow you to potentially tweak the width, and by the end, probably by mid 25. I know it seems like a long, but it's really not. It's like a year. You will start to get to a point where you'll be able to customize the profile of a wheel, and you'll be able to provide a brake kit, and we'll be able to optimize the wheel's concavity or lip size depending on exactly what brake you have.
We got Beaten Type R saying, those center caps though.
Pretty cool, right?
We got Solely 25, I'm late to the stream, sorry. Did you guys show the Mark 1 already?
We did.
Maybe give
We'll
them a
show it
little,
again.
get a quick one. Quick little flash for
Why
them.
don't you do me a favor? Put the center cap back on. And let's put the black. Here, let me see that real quick. Oh, that's all right. That's fine. Everything on the Mark 1, like, even though this is more of a stylistic wheel in that sense, everything on the Mark 1 is quality accessories.
Oh man, it looks good.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, even this cap here, I don't know, I think the cover plate was off a little bit, but
There you go.
But either way, this is a solid, a nice aluminum cap. It's a great quality. We've done the anodizing. I'll show you the red in a second. Plastic popping cap that's right here, but you could pop this out if you just wanted to run the aluminum. That's completely up to you. So it would kind of look, I'll push this part out. It would look like this if you wanted to run it without.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a different look. We wanted to give you
Yeah, that looks good,
This is
actually.
solid aluminum. Like, we didn't, like, all the stuff here is in, like, crazy quality. Like, no joke here. And then you'll also have the ability to get that red aluminum anodized cap.
Nice.
Got a little word there.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's perfect.
Yeah, a little something up there.
It's focused, yeah.
In case you don't know, you're righty tighty, lefty loosey.
That's nice.
So
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah. So for the
That's
most
why
part,
you put it there.
that's why. That's why. So we spent a lot of time. I mean, not heavy, but we spent a lot of time on the accessories. We wanted to make something really nice, and we hope you like it.
We got Jay Zilla Tractays commenting on Mark 1 Aerodisc saying, if it cools down the brakes 15% during track time, the Aerodisc is more than worth it.
Yeah, I mean, look, we didn't get into, and I'm going to be 100% honest, we didn't get into trying to, create this super mega vane type thing. Really what it is it's a stylistic piece. Do I think that we know for a fact that those fins will cause kind of that negative pressure out to help eject hot air out of the areas that are exposed in the wheel? How much, whatever, I'm going to be honest with you, we're not even going to go into testing it. We wanted to see if it did have any functional use. It did. We stopped there. The wheel itself is going to be, just because of the design, is going to be a little heavier than a lot of the Flowform wheels that we have in our Flowform wheels lineup. So even though this is a Flowform wheel, you still got a couple pounds there. Now it's a lot less than some other wheels that I've seen with Aerodisc and things like that, but it's certainly not, super light. So that's up to those people that are interested in it.
JK Rotor 87, my hero, thank you very much.
No
Would
doubt.
love to throw some of those trails on the Ram.
Trails.
Hyper trails.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, depending on which RAM you have, as long as it's not like one of the 5139 ones, then you should be in good news. If it's one of the newer ones where it's 60139, I think you'll be okay. We're gonna do 17-inch and 18-inch, so you should be okay with the 18-inch if I remember correctly. I don't think you were a 20-inch truck if it's a newer RAM, but we'll figure it out.
Grove Collin, the guy who asked about the best 19-inch wheel for a track,
Yeah.
he says he's got a 2019 Jetta GLI.
And you want to run 19-inch wheels, huh?
The
For a
track, that's interesting. I would go 18 or 17.
Yeah, that is interesting, only because like majority of the people that we see running those
street.
cars, they're going to go to 18s at the very largest. So, but that's I mean, we should have a few options definitely in 5112. So,
We got a couple people saying we got Jack is next level, Stance Miami.
Yeah.
We got JD Custom saying Jack's such a great guy.
he is. I mean,
Yeah, he is.
I agree with that. I've never. He just so nice, so nice.
We got Stance Miami, my buddy at E3 Customs.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. We got Pretty Ricky. You guys have a favorite vehicle at SEMA? How many steps did you get in?
I have an Apple Watch. I choose not to use it. I like real watches.
Me too.
And I wear watches, and because of that, I wore an iWatch for a matter of months when I first got it.
Then it broke, and you didn't ever went to fix it.
No,
right?
it
'Cause
never.
that's what happened with me.
No, it never broke. My Apple Watch still works. I'm a watch guy. I like the feel of a watch. I like the weight of a watch. I like the jingles of a watch. I just like the way it wears. I think the technology is cool, but the truth is, I mean,
Old fashioned. Yeah.
There was a lot of steps, man. Like you walk everywhere. It's a lot of steps.
Got Quicksilver ST 5 and 108 lug pattern. Bless the Focus ST and RS community. Mark 1 he's talking
for
about.
the Mark 1. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's 5108.
That's going to look good on an ST or RS. CLT Brian, am I late?
You're late, Brian. We just got done showing everybody all the new wheels and giving away free things. No, I'm just
We'll
kidding.
do a quick fire of a couple more questions here, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, so let's do some more questions. Let me run through real quick about the product. Let me just sum up again. So we introduced the MRK1 or the Mark 1. It will have an optional Aerodisc. It will have an optional red anodized center cap. You've probably seen that in some of the pictures. The wheel will come with a gloss black, I think it's powder coated center cap, aluminum center cap, solid aluminum plate that covers the lugs there. It's a really good looking wheel. It will be available in hyper carbon. It's a very hyper shiny, dark, reflective, deep paint. So that is the Mark 1. It is flow formed. It's not going to be the lightest flow form wheel because that's not the style of that whole thing. But that wheel will be dropping right around end of February, early March, and you'll see the optional accessories show up sometime around early April at the latest projection that we have. Now, getting into let's get into the Forge stuff real quick. I want to sum this up. Forge stuff is absolutely dropping this year. We are in the process of actually getting it all production. Everything is kind of sorted out. You are looking at probably beginning of March as the drop window, and the F1M is going to be available in ash silver and matte black.
Nice.
The F3S is going to be available in a matte graphite, and the F4S right now is available in a satin bronze. However, there is a potential that we will add an additional color if you want to see what the F4S looks like. Pictures of Jack builds its car that was in our booth.
So nice.
Has a set. So
Beautiful.
check it out. So
The
there's
F3S, is that one or
And-
two finishes for that? The F3S
is one finish.
Okay.
And then the last thing we dropped, which was probably one of the highest responses that we got for the show, was our KONIG Hyper Trail series, which is like some truck stuff. It's gonna be available in 5/127 and 6/139. There are two different designs, really nice integrated cap perch. So if you take the cap out, you still have a finished, complete looking wheel. Check out the pictures on that. But basically what you're talking about is a wheel that will come in both 17 and 18 inch, and they're flow formed. They have neural bead seats. They have extended bead humps. These wheels are 2,500 pound load rated. They're very capable. It's exciting for us to drop. So we hope that you enjoy them. What else we got?
Impulse by STI. Can you give us an estimate on Forge wheel pricing? Are they going to be under $2,500 per set?
In an 18 inch, absolutely, yes.
Okay. We got Kyle Cross in here. What
What
up,
up,
Kyle?
Man, I wish we had more time to talk. I'm sorry, SEMA was like a blur for me, man.
It's always so good seeing him. The Bubba Dude, are your Aerodisc wheel covers universal to all of your wheels
No.
as long as it's the same size?
Nope. This center disc will only be available on the Mark 1. And that's because it's held on and required by that center piece. So if you don't have that center cap that goes over it, no
We
good.
got AOAJ. Damn, I'm loving that Mark 1. I'll be waiting for that.
Appreciate you.
We got Quicksilver ST. Blue anodized center cap like a background would be so sick.
It would be. It doesn't mean we won't do it, but I can tell you it's not going to be the first thing out the gate.
Kyle Cross, these wheels or the new Neoforms. Damn, you guys.
Interesting.
It's Neoforms are beautiful. Guard 64 VWR. Are you planning to do different widths on the Mark 1 for 5/112 PCD?
Yeah, I believe we are. I know it's going to be 18.5, 18.9.5. There was a possibility we were going to do a 9, so we'll see where we end up. But I believe it was 18.8.5, 42 offset, and 18.9.5, and I think that was at a 35 or 38 offset. But yeah, somewhere around there.
Blueberry in here giving a wave. What's up, Blueberry? She found her keys, too. That's good.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Quicksilver ST, do you guys know the approximate weight of the new Mark 1 compared to the Hypergram?
Yeah, so I mean, again, I've been very, very clear about this. The Mark 1 is not is supposed to be a super lightweight wheel. It's going to be lighter for that type of style type thing. I believe the 18.5, low 40 offset weight is somewhere around 22.5 pounds on the Mark 1, but like on a Hypergram, because it is more performance oriented in a flow form thing, I think you're probably going to see that wheel in that same type of spec be closer to like low 18 or high 17, depending on which you did. It's again, but there's plenty of other people that are running Aerodiscs on other wheels that are fashioned with it, that the wheels are almost 30 pounds. So it is more optimized.
All right, last call for questions in there. Pop them below. We got Invader Sin, F1M or F4S for the Mark 5 Supra?
For Mark 5 Supra, I would definitely do the F1M.
And he'll have multiple size options, all that.
I mean, multiple size options. I mean, there'll be an option for the car. I can't tell you exactly which size. I mean, what do you look for, 18s or 19s?
Pop that below there, Sin. Here we got F Camber, best wheels for E46 in your opinion.
You got plenty of options. There's a lot of choices you have there. So, I mean, if it's me, I do an 8.5, 9.5, type thing. 8.5's in the front, 9.5's in the rear. I think
countergram.
I mean, there's so many different things you could do. So I don't want to tell you and dictate in style, but hit our website, click on the specs tab at the top, and it will list out all the bolt patterns that we have and stuff.
Got Vico Alvarado, 19-inch wheels for a Mustang.
Yeah, we have them. Ampliforms. Check out Ampliforms.
Nice. We got Joshua Collins, came in late, sorry. Is there a release date for the Mark 1 yet, and will it come in 5 and 100?
You will be it's not going to come in 5 and 100, so that probably kills the
Sorry,
additional
Josh.
need. Yeah, we're doing 5/108 to 5/120 in that wheel. So
will that ever open up in the future, you think?
Probably not, because the pad that we did was designed, and you've heard me talk about this, about weight, and when you make a decision on what pad size you're going to offer, a lot of that has to do with how much weight. If we put the 5 and 100 all the way to 5/120, it would carry that 100 to 108 PCD thing there, and you would have to carry the weight for that for all the wheels forward. So it's not going to come in 5 and 100 right now.
We got Kyle Cross in here saying real watches are better than smart watches.
Yeah, that's my gut feeling.
He also says, can you show your watch right now, please?
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, the nice Seiko. Love those.
Yeah.
We got
That's not really anything crazy
CLT
special,
Brian,
but-
takeaways from SEMA this year. Check out the podcast where it's
Yeah,
about to be out
podcast
there.
coming up just in about half an hour's time, 25 minutes time. We speak about that whole thing. That's exactly what today's podcast is all about. Check it out.
Yeah, we'll do a couple more questions here. Ruckus, why do certain wheels come in certain colors? For instance, heliograms don't come in a black option. Can someone request a color that's not an option?
Yeah. So the reason we do it is because at the end of the day, we have to be able to stock what we do, right? So whatever we decide to do, if we do 4 options, then we got to stock every single one of those colors in whatever part numbers we make. And unfortunately, wheels are not exactly small, so they require space, and there's only so much we can carry. So we have to be selective about which colors we offer. We try to go from feedback that we've heard from other people, from people that have purchased the stuff. We also try to diversify our line. There's some complexity in there, some science, maybe a little bit of guesswork, but at the end of the day, right now there's no custom options for that. Forged there will be.
Here's a cool question or comment. Javier Costello was at a car show this weekend. People are talking about the Mark 1s. Nice work, guys.
Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's cool. Pretty Ricky Z4M. Do you guys see this is a great question. Do you guys see yourself doing more aesthetic styled wheels compared to racing inspired, especially with all this buzz over the Mark 1?
Look, I think let's see how the Mark 1 does. Let me put it this way. There are some younger guys that are younger than me here, and their opinion and their preference and their style matters. And we have done our best. My whole thing when we started this a couple years ago, when we started working with this, MR1 Mark 1 thing, it was like, how do we do something that's a little bit more stylistic, but how do we give it our DNA? And I'm pretty proud of that. I think we did a great job. We have one of our mechanical engineer here, Raphael. He's spent a lot of time really working on the radiuses and perfecting things. And I love the fact that he comes with also his own opinions and stuff. And he did a great job. So is it possible? Sure, it's possible. I think you'll start to see stuff like that end up more as our main line, like where you see now that's less flow form stuff, and the flow forming, that's really on the higher end for the motorsport stuff will just kind of go this direction.
Scott, what's your favorite new car right now?
My favorite new car?
From Blueberry.
Ooh, I don't know.
Is it the new Z?
No.
We saw a couple nice ones at SEMA.
No, I thought it was going to be, but it's not. I don't know what my favorite new car is. I think I'm too obsessed with old cars.
I've got 2 more questions for you. I think we answered this, but when do the Mark 1s become available for order, please?
Order will be as soon as your retailer is willing to accept it. They'll start landing right around the end of February, beginning of March, and because of that, I would say when your retailer starts to put information up on their websites, I think it's going to be time. We are ordering a little bit more consciously into some of the bolt patterns that we feel are going to be the most popular, so we can make sure that they're not back ordered from the moment that they get released. However, any feedback you guys want to give us about which bolt patterns and which sizes you're really looking for certainly will be noted so that we can make sure that we have as many available. That always happens in a launch year. We get the stuff released, and next thing you know, some of them are almost instantaneously back ordered because people flood the gates, and then next thing you know, they didn't get the stuff in.
Perfect question to follow up that is Hoffa6 asks, I tried to order Ultragrams when they came out, but was too late and back ordered. Is there any way I can pre-order the Mark 1s now so that it doesn't happen to me again?
There is, but what I would say is, wait till at least we start having when you start, watch our website. When you see the wheel go up, and when you see the specs get added in, and you see the part numbers that are actually there, that's a good time where you can then say, hey, you can go to a retailer, even if they don't have it, I want to get these on order. Because that means when the part numbers are made, that means they're in our system as far as all the part numbers, and we have the ability to secure that back order.
We'll do a couple more questions.
By the end of December.
Got Rag Company here.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Man, I missed you guys this year.
We got F. Camber. Will the old school style of Koenig wheels ever come back?
No, we get asked that a lot. I really don't like to go backward. I kind of think like you leave the backward part in the backward area. We've heard a lot of people talk about, will we re-release the Tantrum? Because there's a lot of people that I guess are building Fast and Furious builds, and apparently there's a market for it there. I don't know. I don't believe that's the case. We had a strong group of people that spoke to us about that. I told them if they can do their homework, it's possible that we could get that online. So that's interesting.
All right, I got two more for you.
Yep.
We got Alberto Big Boost in here saying,
what up, man?
What up, Alberto? Good seeing you this weekend.
I got to get down to Florida and hang out with you.
All right. We got 011 Copper wheel options for Tesla Model 3P. Plaid.
Oh, the Plaid?
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. You know what I don't know about? I don't know if it,
I think Plaid.
I don't think Plaid.
Well, you
was
said
just
Model 3P. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh, performance maybe? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If it's the Model 3 Performance, I don't think you have any issues. I mean, a lot of people use Ampliforms, but a lot of our Flowform wheels work. I would do 9.5s around a 35.
We got Alberto saying, hello.
Hello?
And Copper saying, no, P means performance. Thank you, sir. We got...
I was going to say, I don't think the Plaid was that.
We'll do our final two questions here. We got...
You're lying. Stop saying
last
that.
two.
Just,
we got a lot of questions. I'm
ask
trying to
questions
pick
until we're
the
done.
best ones.
Right.
All right. AOAJ saying, is 5 and 4.5 a go for the Mark 1?
Yes.
Nice. We got Bug Eye Lols. Perfect wheels for 05 STI. Bug Eye STI.
I really think it depends on your preference. I mean, to me, I'd probably end up running some sort of hypergram. I think that you could easily do a heliogram. I think, what else I mean, there's a lot of Flowform options available for your car. You just got to pick which one you want.
This is a crazy question.
Ultragram. I probably would pick an Ultragram.
Nice.
I think Ultragram. That's my opinion.
Wild question right here. We got Queen Camaro asking, my question is, can you guys make me custom wheels, 4 extra inches on the rear each side and 3 up front each side?
What are we talking about, width?
I think width, yeah. Some big wheels.
Maybe? In the forged stuff eventually, but not right at this moment.
What's the largest width you'd go for forged?
I have to check because it's about diameter. Like, in other words, I think because I know that some of the stuff that we're putting out in 19-inch, we go up to 12.5. So.
All right, we got Kitty Miata NB. I love my white hexaforms on my Miata.
Awesome.
And we got our final question today is going to be Mark 1, multiple finishes. It would look crazy good in white.
No, right now it is not. It's funny that you mentioned the white. I know Max actually brought that up yesterday, and we were speaking about it. I can see it looking really good in white too. I don't want to rule it out. I just want to tell you that I don't think it would be available for every bolt pattern. So go ahead and send us what your bolt pattern is, and maybe you could kick off that conversation. Anyhow, that's it. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back here next Wednesday where we answer your questions at 2 p.m. Eastern every single Wednesday. Don't forget that we have a podcast. It's coming up in just about 15 minutes' time. We're talking about SEMA. We're giving you our feedback to SEMA. Why are the brands not at SEMA? Why are, some of the companies feeling like they don't need to go anymore? We spoke about it. We talked about it. Make sure you check it out. Don't forget our podcast is on iTunes, Google stuff. It's on Spotify, it's on Stitcher, it's on iHeartMedia.
There you go. One more squeeze-in question because it's from our guy Alberto.
Okay,
Alberto asks,
I'm with you, Alberto.
Does the Ultragram come in 5 and 120?
The Ultragram? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I think it dawned on me when we were speaking that day that it doesn't come in 120.
Does the Mark 1 come in for 5 and 120?
Yes, it does.
There you go.
But also, I think the heliogram would be a good. Then that does come in 120. So that's about it. Don't forget, this Friday we have a piece of content coming out. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's going to be a surprise.
Oh, it's a good one.
You have to come in there and you have to basically just watch it. It's on our YouTube channel on Friday, KONIG Wheels USA. You got to get subscribed. You're going to miss some cool things there. I think there may be some cool giveaways. You never know. And that's it. We'll be back here next Wednesday. Take care of yourself, and we will speak to you next week.